Hi everybody, my name is Mike Tomorrow and I want to welcome you to this episode of My Life with Asperger's. It was brought to my attention that tonight's topic I'm going to be talking about has something to do with it. And I know for the past week it's been going on. I haven't got to talk about it. As you may know, back on December 14th, there was a guy who was 20 years old that went into Newtown, Connecticut, Sandy Hook Elementary, and shot the 20 kids and 6 adults and his mom too, and himself. And the media wants to say that he has Asperger's. And they're trying to link that Asperger's can do something like this. I don't believe that. They did the same thing when the guy went into the Colorado movie theater back in July and had his shooting rampage. And they accused him of having Asperger's. That ain't right. You shouldn't blame Asperger's for something like that. You cannot link Asperger's to violence. I understand that back in 2009 there was a kid who went into school, stabbed another student to death. And this was outside of Boston. And he had Asperger's too. A young kid having Asperger's that was going to high school stabbed someone to death. I heard about that one too. And when I heard about that one, I was pissed off. And then the both shootings that happened this year, Aurora and Newtown, they're blaming it on them having Asperger's. Why does the media portray that quickly? People who have Asperger's are not all bad people. We're good people. Look at me, for example. Just because I'm struggling to find another job, and just because I'm struggling to find another money, or some more money, just because I'm struggling to find another house, I'm not a bad person. I'm a very good person. It's hard for a person like me to go and socialize with other people. I know I did it when I was growing up in the camping club, and that helped me to talk to other people, meet new people, My days of me in the camping club has done some good to me. That's why I'm a very active person that has Asperger's syndrome. And it's heartbreaking that the media wants to portray shooters with having Asperger's. We are good people. We just struggle a little bit to try to find a job and a home that we can keep clean and a living, and I have to keep struggling my mom and dad to help me out with bills. They're getting sick and tired of it too. They want to retire in a couple of years. I'm trying to find a good career so that I can live on my own, make money, and survive without them. But it's been very hard for me to do that. You gotta understand that. Media wants to portray everybody that has Asperger's of being a bad person in society. That's not the truth. I have Asperger's and I'm a very good person. I don't want to kill people. I love people. I love talking to people. I know I get mad at some people in my life, but that's natural for me. It's going to happen. You're going to get mad with somebody, and that's life. Life goes on. They shouldn't blame people with Asperger's by doing by these violent crimes. You know, and I know there's no official diagnosis of the kid who did the rampage in Connecticut just yet. But still, you know, you can't blame it on anybody. You shouldn't blame people like that. Well, you should blame them, but you shouldn't link Asperger's with them just yet. You know? If you label somebody like a killer, like the one in Connecticut, with having Asperger's, then you're labeling everybody that has Asperger's syndrome to be a bad person, and that they'll commit crimes like that. That's not the case. Us having Asperger's, it's just a diagnosis. I know we struggle in life, but that's the way life is. But we're not going to kill people. I'm not going to kill people. You know, the shooter in Connecticut shot his own mom. I would never shoot my parents. I love my parents to death, you know? And if my mom and dad were to be killed, I'd be upset for the rest of my life, you know? I would hate myself for the rest of my life, you know? I'd be sad for the rest of my life. Because they're the ones that helped me guide my life. They helped me grow up. They're the ones that raised me. And if my mom and dad were to ever go like that, I'd be heartbroken. You know, I love my parents a whole lot. And if they were to be gone like that, I would cry my heart out for the rest of my life. You know? Because my parents are a lot to me. I love them very much. You know, last Friday when I heard about the shooting in Newtown, I called my mom and at work, and I told her that I loved her because of what happened, you know? And I told her what happened, and she didn't know about it until I told her. You know? It was very sad. Last Friday was. You know? Nobody should go into a school and kill 20 young kids like that. They're not going to live their lives like that. Because they got killed, they're never going to see a graduation. They're never going to learn how to drive. They're never going to get married. They're never going to have children of their own. You know? It's heartbreaking. You know, and I was sick for days because of that. You know? And I felt sad. I felt weak. Mentally, I was sick. You know? And I had a stomachache for a couple of days because of that. You know? It was very hard to live life like that. You know? But now the media wants to portray Asperger's as bad people. They shouldn't do that. We're good people. Even though I may say things in these videos that may offend people, I'm just trying to help people out here. I tell my story all the time, because if I don't tell my story, then people are not going to know about me, you know? And I know I just had a new job too, with another park. And yet, I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive that job. So, I'm not going to talk about it here. That's personal business between me and that in the company that I worked for the holiday season. I'm not going to talk about it in here because I'm a little upset about what happened, and you know, and this is not the topic to talk about it on here anyways. But yeah, media needs to portray Asperger's as good people too. Wonder why nobody watches my videos that much. Wonder why people don't care about me. You know, I'm going to try to write a book in 2013, and I'm going to be talking about some of the topics I've been talking about already in a book form. You know, it might be real hard to do, but I'll figure it out, you know. It might be, excuse me, it might be hard, but I'll figure it out, you know? But, you know, if the media is going to portray us as people with Asperger's, adults with Asperger's, to be bad people, then people are going to treat us badly. Trust me. And people with Asperger's do not deserve that treatment. I have Asperger's myself, and to hear about the killer in Connecticut had Asperger's, it's like, give me a break. You know? Maybe I should also consider this. Maybe I should write into CBS. Because they have two programs that I could share my story with. One of them is called CBS Sunday Morning, which I watch every Sunday, or attempt to. The other one is 60 Minutes, where, you know, both of those are news magazines. One of them is aired in the morning, and the other one is aired in the afternoon, or evenings on Sundays, you know. Maybe I should write a letter to CBS saying, hey, why don't you talk about people with Asperger's on here? Or why don't you talk about my videos, or my life with Asperger's, you know? Maybe you'll get more attention out there, you know? And if you guys out there know anybody that works at CBS, the television station, please share them my videos. Share them my YouTube channel. Because you never know. I'd be happy to hear from CBS. You know? I would love to be featured on a show like Sunday Morning. Or 60 Minutes. Or even some of the other shows that they have. 2020 maybe. You know? Or, I don't know, maybe Dateline NBC does a topic about this too. I don't know. You know? But I would love to hear from the media on this one. And yet also, the newspapers, they should come and asking questions, you know? What is it to have Asperger's, you know? I was real happy and pleased that CNN did a special about autism back in April. You know, one of my friends, who I just met this past September, was on that news clip, and she's going to let me know, hopefully, the next time they do it, if they do it again. Because I'm going to be on it. I'm going to submit a video to them, and they'll be happy to put me on there too, you know? I want the world to know about me. That's one of the other reasons why I do my videos. Even though I speak English, and English only, well, actually I also speak ASL, but that's not a tongue language, that's a hand language, you know? I really want to share people, my adventures with Asperger's, even though I struggle with life with Asperger's already, you know? People gotta learn that people with Asperger's are good people. They just need to have more sociability and feel more welcomed in this society. And if they're not going to be welcomed because of what the media portrays, then we're going to look bad. You know? People pass on me on job applications because they think I have Asperger's, or they might think I do. Even though they never tell me. You know? It's a struggle out there. And the media wants to make us the bad guys? It's crazy. I'm a good kid. I graduated from Westfield State University with a bachelor's degree. I have my very own show. I have had 2 jobs at one time. I might be getting another job too, where I can make a good living. You know? And the media wants to portray us as bad people. And that's not right. You know? It's hard. But it's not right. You know? So, I'm going to let you guys go. Have a fun time. And enjoy life. And hopefully the media will treat you nice. Okay? Bye-bye.